Hello everybody. Today is an important day because we will be talking about one of the most important functionalities in programming, like all of the programming sphere. And it's about classes and objects. Let's say in Python we have this possibility of having these OOPs, like oriented objects programming paradigms, and with today's class we will be talking about it. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and just say I subscribed in the comment section. It would be really nice and you will help me get to at least 20,000 subscribers, and that would be really nice since now I'm around 1000, and it would help me really upload more quality content for you. So forward going, we'll be also talking about scopes and namespaces. So here we have some really important, let's say, instructions in Python that are called, for example, non-local or global. In here you can see we can say that this spam is non-local variable and this global is a global variable, and we can put them in a function. And let's see what will happen if we run this function. Here let's say, okay, we have a spam variable. So if we do local variable, because here you can see that in this function we can actually have different functions inside of a function, and we can also actually use the scopes of this function. So here if you see we are just running a scope test, and we are trying to run this scope test, and we'll see print in global scope what is the global one in the scope, like which spam is the global variable. If you see here, spam is not defined. It's not defined outside of this function. So let's see what will happen. If we do a scope test, here we define spam inside of this test of this scope, and we name it first of all like test spam. And if we do local, we will run this function. So we will say, okay, no local, do local. We will have this one. So do local, we will have a local spam. Next, we'll have the do non-local. So we'll have so for do local, the first print is do local. So after local assignment, we have test spam. So it's the local assignments here in the scope test, and we do this local. After we will try to with the scope test, we will print, okay, after local assignments, we'll do local. Here we don't print anything, and we will print after the local assignments what we have. We'll do the non-local, and we see after the non-local assignments what we have. So here after non-local assignments, we have the non-local spam. So here we access this spam actually. This, if you see normally, if we don't do this non-local spam, this spam wouldn't really change. And now we are kind of changing it with this non-local function. And here we will do the do global, which is also very important. We will have a global variable spam, and we will have after global assignments, it's spam, it's this global spam, and we will have do global and print after global assignments. So after global assignments, if you see, we still have our non-local spam. We still have the value that got in the non-local. So here we could do the local. We'll just have local, and it will be normal. Here we have the non-local, so we go and use it on this spam, and here we define spam as global. It's not a local variable anymore, but it's a global. And here it's like we define a spam variable outside this whole scope. and it will be with this variable that is in the outside scope, we will name it global spam. So here after global assignment, we have nothing. We have the previous variable of the non-local spam. It's the most important thing to note is here, if we print this in global scope, what is spam, which is not defined actually outside of this scope test, we can access it and we won't have this name error. Now we have the global spam in here.